So, it looks like Mr. Warp Speed's got a lot of explaining to do on the not effective and not safe COVID jibby jabs. Him and his scientific team that, locked the country down with Joe Biden. And they made everybody that they could, anyways, get the jibby jab. COVID, graphene, ankyloid blood clot, the ankyloid clots that they're dragging out of cadavers are like disgusting, great big huge boogers in the cardiovascular system. So, Mr. Warp Speed, looks like you got a lot of answering to do for that. And then you've still got all this stuff with you and all those friends, all those buddies, the cult of Epstein and Trump and Clinton. And there's a bunch of others that were involved in all that rot. Just disgusting pigs. I guess that's how they compromise each other with little kids. Yeah, little kids, and dope, and, Mar-a-Lago. Can you imagine the way that place smells? Disgusting. So when you get in trouble like that, I guess you go out and you start a war with Iran. Because, Milikowski there, nitwit Yahoo, the madman at Tel Aviv, the psychopath of Jerusalem, excuse me. I get my geography a little messed up. Good old crazy man there, Milikowski, the butcher. That guy's, he's so twisted, it's beyond comprehension how twisted that guy is. But he's Donnie Trump's boy, Mafia Don. He's Mafia Don's big pal there. And there's the issue right there. I was watching some colloquy there in Congress the last couple of days, and Pete Hegseth, and how much all this World War crap's costing. So far, it's about $2 billion every day. $2 billion every day. So that Don Trump's military-industrial complex, security state, spy on everybody industrial complex with the censorship crazies can get returns on their investments. Yeah, them people are making out like fat rats. Trust me. Oh, hell yeah. The super rich, the billionaire class in America is just laughing all the way to the bank while mom and dad are having trouble paying for gasoline, keeping the electrical service to the house on, the electricity on, keeping food in the refrigerator, keep the kids, getting the dentistry they need, the new sneakers. And there's just an endless list of stuff that families are. Then you got how many millions of people homeless in this country, dying on the streets, no medical care. But, as long as Don Trump and his homies can, I guess those were $2,500 a plate meals that they were getting there at the White House Correspondents' Dinner before the interruption. Come on, man. You got Secret Service, National Guard. You got D.C. police all over the place. They got cops everywhere. And this one goofy guy from California interrupts the whole dinner. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta get the American people to finance the grand bunker there, the grand super duper, data center command bunker under the new grand ballroom, man. We got to have the grand ballroom now. That's all there is to it. And the American taxpayer needs to pay for it like the wall. Remember that goofball, all Americans aren't going to pay anything for the wall. Yeah. Is that thing still being built? How much is that costing every day? Yeah, I think they're still building that wall at taxpayer expense. Yeah, I think so. And, the guy that interrupted the White House Correspondents' Dinner, he was from California, man. He wasn't from Mexico. So, ladies and gentlemen, as everybody who knows anything about me at all, they realize I'm a great builder. I've built everything you can think of since I was about 5, 6 year old kid. I started life out, I put a snowplow on my pedal car. My dad and all of his friends were really amazed at watching this little kid. When I was a little kid, I put a snowplow on the pedal car. Worked real good. It went up and down and everything. I didn't have it where you could angle it, but it went up and down pretty well. On my pedal car, I swear. And I've built everything from hospitals to pieces and parts of Johnson Space Center to, let's say, malls, low-rise, mid-rise, high-rise, commercial. Built a few skyscrapers, sure did. There's a lot of pieces and parts to those things. You gotta be a professional to build a skyscraper. So, hey, Don Trump, why the hell did you start World War III, Don Trump? You serving your master? Because everybody knows you ain't no damn Christian. Or Pete Hegseth. Hegseth's quoting Hollywood movie freaking lines from what do they call it? Pulp Fiction. Yeah, he was quoting the Bible from Pulp Fiction. That's what Pete Hegseth knows. The guy's squirrely. I mean, that's all there is to it. The guy's a nutcase. Him and all them weird tattoos and all that other stuff. You know, he's like an overgrown moron idiot playing a video game. Yeah, old Pete Hegseth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say something here, and it's going to be a little odd, but I watched this good guy. He interrupted a Armed Services Committee hearing or something. He was Brian McGinnis. He got down there and he yelled at them all that we don't want to fight a war for Israel. And got pretty severely attacked. They broke his arm. And Brian showed a lot of courage that day. And actually, Brian was speaking for millions of people, by the way. He wasn't just speaking for himself. He was speaking for millions of people. Brian McGinnis was and is. He's running for the United States Senate. So I called Brian up here a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, I guess it was. Been talking to Brian quite a lot. And he's from the Midwest. I'm not certain where he's from, but I think it's either Wisconsin or Indiana or something like that. From the Midwest, the heart of America. He's from the heart of America. And this guy McGinnis, he makes a lot of sense. He uses his head. Got a pretty good cranium up there, Brian. And I want everybody that follows me and, knows what I stand for to back up old Brian McGinnis. He's over there in North Carolina. And we need a lot more people like Brian, because all these Elise Stefanik's and all these other crazy, technocratic Zionist, war-mongering, Jeffrey Epstein type cult, the Epstein-Trump-Clinton cult, these people got to go. They are destroying what's left of this country. They're destroying it. Yeah, they are. And Don Trump, it's nice to have a fancy party and fancy meal with champagne and expensive wine and dress up in your really expensive costumes and parade your wives around in their expensive dresses and all their jewelry and crap. But, there's people in our country, Mr. Trump, that aren't doing so well because of freaking morons like you. And trust me, you're a dumb bastard. You are a dumb bastard, Donald Trump. Anybody doesn't like what I got to say about that, take a hike. Hit the door. Hit the bricks. Adios, amigo. Go back to goofball land, where you're from. Starting a war in Iran was the dumbest shit. I mean, come on, man. Oh, but, I had a hunch, right? You had a hunch, didn't you, Donald? And then your son-in-law, and then your buddy, the mass-murdering butcher, the beast of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem there, old Milakowski, talked you into it, right? Yeah. I was watching Hegseth talk about how they hadn't lost their aspirations to have a nuclear weapon. Well, I got news from Mr. Hegseth. India, Pakistan, China, Israel, Russia, they all got nuclear weapons. Mr. Hegseth, so this big freaking, oh God, we can't the Muslims have a nuke. Of course not. Absolutely not. Only those crazy Zionists, fake wannabe, really aren't Christians. Only they're entitled to them. Only the phony Judeo Christians. And then I'm going to explain what I just said so people won't get mad. Intergalactic space, the interstellar space, also known as the Great Void, has been around for billions of eons. It's always been there. And there are probably quite a few big bangs, a lot of galaxies and universes and blah, blah, blah being blown, beginning. Yeah, when great big supernova stars blow up and they create solar systems and galaxies, I guess they call them. The Great Void, been around forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Billions and billions of eons, long before Abraham woke up in his bed about 3,800 years ago or so and decided, I'm going to be a Jew. Here's a message for the Jews. You ain't no better than L. Ron Hubbard and Brigham Young and Joe Smith. Yeah, and a bunch of the other phony prophets that have run around like this Paula White. That chick is like, hey, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that chick is something else. What a freaking goofball there in the White House. Paula White, that's the caliber of what they need up there at the White House is Chuck Baldwin. Chuck Baldwin would be a lot better. I like see if the Pope there, Louis XIV, or Archbishop Pete Zabala would be available, because that Paula White, she's a crackpot. Paula White is a Benny Hinn crackpot, and this is what Don Trump is listening to. So there you have it. And, I come from an ancient family. England, Algonquin Indians, a lot of Chinook French blood in me, I guess. And America. Paula White? There's your sign. Man, I'll tell you what, there's your sign